911. What is the location of your emergency? Okay, ma'am. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I need you to take a couple deep breaths so I can see what's going on. What is the address where you need this to come?
What?
Okay, what is the telephone number you're calling from in case we get disconnected?
I don't know this number. I know my cell phone number.
Okay, what is that number? Okay, who am I speaking with?
My name is Betsy Faria.
Russell, what's going on there?
I just got home from a friend's house, and my wife killed herself. She's on the floor.
Okay, Russell, I need you to calm down, honey, okay? I need you to calm down, take a couple deep breaths. We're going to get somebody on the way there, okay? What did she do? Do you know?
She got a knife in her neck and she sliced her arm.
Okay, calm down, honey. Is she breathing at all?
No.
She is not breathing?
No.
Yeah, when you get these types of calls, you just know like something terrible is happening. And although general people might think like telling them, oh, you need to calm down is insensitive, we also need to get all of the information. So sometimes when we do say that, it's not to be rude, it's not to distract from what they're going through, it's just simply to tell them like, hey, I need you to gather yourself so I can get all the information in order to help you right away. So her saying that is coming from a caring place, and just to be able to understand him, because you could see in just the few seconds that we've had this phone call that he's really in distress and you really can't make out what he's saying too much.
Okay. Russell, is there anybody that we can call for you?
My mom.
Okay, Russell, take a couple deep breaths, hon, okay? Okay, what is your mom's name?
Lucy.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you, hon.
Lucy.
Lucy? And what's her last name?
Faria.
How old is your wife?
My wife, she's 42.
32?
42.
42? Okay, and you're for sure she's not breathing right now?
No, she's dead.
Okay. Russell, how long were you gone today?
I left around 5. I just got back. But she was at her mom's, and her friend was bringing her home, so I don't know what time she got home.
And you said that, has she been depressed lately?
She's got cancer.
She is, but she does have cancer?
Yeah.
That might, I don't know if that's their policy, or maybe just what that dispatcher does is if somebody's in distress from a suicide, like, okay, let me, notify somebody to like come and be next to you, or maybe that's just to kind of distract him for a moment to calm him down, because it's taking him away from, seeing his wife in that horrible like nature. But that's why I normally don't do those things, especially for these types of calls. Like it depends on the situation, but they don't always let outsiders come into it, because it's still going to be a crime scene until they can figure out whether it's a suicide or whether it's a murder. So they're not just going to let people come in and sometimes not talk to the suspect / victim, because we have to get all of his statements and information first. So it varies from time to time. It's one of those shades of gray that we can't say you definitely do this or you definitely don't do this. So there's going to be detectives that are going to like be checking his story to make sure it lines up, if indeed it does look like a homicide versus a suicide. So it is something to establish his like time frame and his initial like statements.
Where Russell, where's the knife now? I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said, hon. It's laying right next to her? It's in her neck? Okay.
Oh my God. I wish you do this to me. I wish you do this.
Russell, they're on the way, hon, okay? They'll be there shortly. Is there anybody else there in the house with you?
No. There's nobody else here.
Was she on any medication?
She was on medication for chemotherapy.
Okay, can you do me a favor? What I need you to do is I need you to get those medications for the paramedics, okay?
I think they're here on the table.
Yeah, we have everybody coming to you, okay? But what I need you to do is take a couple deep breaths and try to get her medication together, okay? Russell, where are her medications?
I think they're here on the table.
They're on the table.
Okay, where? There's the pill bottles here. I think these are it.
Okay, where is she in the house?
She's in the
In the living room? Okay. Where are you right now? Okay.
My God. Oh my God.
So asking where the weapon is at is something that we always do, just so that we can let the officers know where to find it and expect it, so they're not caught off guard. As far as asking about the medication, that's something we ask about specifically when there's suicides, because sometimes the patients take the medication too to maybe overdose. And so that's something that makes it easier for the paramedics to see, because they know what all of it's for, what the dosage is. They'll see how many pills are supposed to be in the bottle and then go from there. I'm sure it goes into more greater detail. But that's primarily why, because they're going to need all of that information to finish out like their part of the report. So, and yeah, it does distract him a little bit too. Obviously, he's very upset. He found his wife like that. So it's to kind of like gear him in a different direction and quote unquote help her out that way too, getting all of her medications so that they could, further investigate what's going on. How to separate yourself? It's hard. It's really hard, especially when you first start off. Like, unfortunately, I can say, it's good and bad, because I've been doing this now for 24 years. So I'm able to detach from these things because our job is ugly. And so I've heard these types of cries for 24 years. And so over time, like with anything, you get used to that. And so you build up a tough skin, which is also why not everybody can do dispatching, and it's a high turnover job, and we're always understaffed because it's very, very hard to find people who could stay calm like this and not get choked up. And for me, the calls that are hard for me is because I have or any kid calls, because I have kids, right? So I can relate a lot more to this person. And I'm sure if I had somebody that was near and dear to me that had cancer, I would relate a lot more to this person. So we are going to have calls from time to time that like really hit home and really pull on our heartstrings, but at the same time, we have to be able to separate ourselves and just be the voice on the other side of the phone that's going to keep them calm, that's going to remind them we're going to get them help. And it's not easy to do, but it's something that you get better at as time goes on. And like I said, unfortunately, we deal with a lot of loss and tragedies, so we build a thick skin a lot over time. So when we kind of sound monotone or very like to the point, it's not because we're trying to be cold, it's just because we've gone through this so many times and we know what to ask and what to say. So, but we still try to keep that empathy there and keep calm and reassure the person that we're going to send help.
What is her name?
Her name is Betsy.
Betsy?
Yes. Oh, Betsy. No. Oh my God, no.
No, her friend she went to her friend's house and her friend dropped her off.
She was at her mom's
At her mom's house and her friend dropped her off.
and her friend was going to bring her home from her mom's house. No.
Russell, I have a couple officers that are out there right now. Can you do me a favor and open your front door?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's unlocked. It's unlocked.
Okay, can you go meet him at the door?
It's all right.
Russell, are the officers inside with you now?
Oh my God. Right here.
Okay, well, good luck to you, honey. I'm going to go ahead and hang up, and we're going to try to call your mom, okay? All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I think the dispatcher did a really good job keeping him on the line, trying to keep him calm, letting him cry it out a little bit, and then just being, obviously, you saw empathetic and taking down his mom's information. And once she got off the phone, reminded him, like, hey, I still have your mom's information. I'll call and let her know. It definitely sounds like a suicide. Unfortunately, there are people that try to slit their wrists, and sometimes it doesn't work the way they intended, or for whatever reason they take it a step further and try to hit other arteries, which is very unfortunate and upsetting. And but she did a great job. There's nothing to criticize or say more than that, but she did a really good job staying calm and not getting upset along with him.